on your backs. And we'll take your weights right up over your shoulders. And then you're gonna take your legs up to a tabletop position. So from this shape, you want to imagine your lower abdominals wrapping around so that your belly button comes close to the mat and your pelvis is flat. So you're not too tucked under and you're not too arched. You're right in that neutral shape. And you're just going to take your right arm, reaching it back behind you and taking it back up. And let's even turn the palms so that they face each other. Bringing the left arm behind you and back up. Same thing like that, and just notice that you have to really stay strong through the center belly. One more each arm back. And then you'll start to add the leg. So we're gonna tap your right foot down as you reach the left arm back. And then bring it back to center. And you're just tapping the left toes, reach the right arm back. So everything's coming away as you pull deep into your abdominals. Thinking about the rib cage, wrapping around and pulling down into the mat. And we go for 4 and up and 3. For 2. And 1. Right? Taking a little hug of your knees into your chest for a moment. And then we'll bring the legs back to that tabletop, curling the head, neck, and shoulders up. Palms will face the ground. You're in that pure tabletop, neutral pelvis. Come up an inch higher with that upper body. And then return the upper body down. Inhale. Exhale, pressing the weights down, and you'll curl the head, neck, and shoulders up. And return. And exhale, lift. 2 more there. Drawing the ribs together, keeping them together as you go back. 1 more time, you'll hold. And then lower the legs down to the floor, chin to chest. You'll lift them back up. And lower down. And pull with the belly button up. For 2. And 1. Let's do 1 more there. And bring it back in, hugging the knees into your chest. And we're gonna put the weights down for a moment. Still keeping that, you're gonna feel like you have them on this next one since you're kind of tubed into that weight. You'll curl the head, neck, and shoulders and then extend the legs up to the ceiling. We're gonna start to pump your arms. You'll inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. And if this feels hard on your neck, just lower the head down to the mat. And continue. On that next exhale, send the legs a little bit away from you. So now you're at this diagonal. Let's press the heels closer together. Curling head, neck, and shoulders. Pulling in the belly button, coming a little lower to the mat with those legs. And even a little bit lower, pull that belly button to spine. And then hold it there for the next 3 breaths. Inhale. And exhale, look at the belly button, send it down. Coming up a little higher, anchor the ribs. Last breath in. And last breath out. Pulling the knees into your chest. And just relax your head. Okay, we're gonna grab your weights and just take your arms to the side, letting your knees fall over to your right side. So take a little thoracic twist. Big inhale there. And exhale, lifting up. So pull the belly button to spine, bringing the knees over towards your other side. Big inhale there. And exhale, lift. One more each side. On that exhale, you'll pull the belly in. And one more here. And pull it in. Now you grab your weights, legs come back up to that tabletop shape. You'll come in, curl the head, neck, and shoulders. Keeping that up, you're just gonna reach the arms out and pull back in. And reach out. And in, chin is in. If you need to send the head down for your neck, go for it. No harm in that. For 4, you're just gonna get a little bit more abdominals here. 3, 2, 1, good, hold it in, rotate palms facing the ground. You're just gonna extend the legs out a little lower to the ground and bring them back in. And extend. And in, see if you can really turn on that belly button. And out. And in, 2 more. Last one. And in, to grab on, lower that head. And we'll take your feet all the way to the mat. Just for a little hip extension here. Grab onto your weights. Bending your elbows. And you're just curl the pelvis under you and then lift the hips up to the ceiling. So nice and strong through the backs of those legs. You'll start to curl it down through the ribs. Feeling each vertebrae hit before the next. And again, you'll curl under and lift up. And now as you curl down, you're going to start to lift your arms up. As you melt through the sternum, you lower the hips down and then you round and pull back. And again, you'll round it down, unravel the spine, and coming back up, pull the weights. 2 more like that, melting through the sternum, heavy head, and pull back and up. And 1 more time. Round it up. And now we're just gonna flow through this a little bit, flat back as you send the tailbone down, lift the arms, and pull. So you're meeting them together, and pull. Flat pelvis up, and just be aware of those knees pointing forward, toes pointing forward. 2 more there. Holding it up with those hips. We'll take your arms up to the ceiling and then bring them out to the sides. Pull back in. Slight bend to your elbows. Out and in. Hips are up. Strong glutes. And out and in. For 3 and 2. 1. Good. You're going to start to lower the hips down, round through the spine there. We'll come right back up. We're going to go into some triceps behind you. So you'll bend your elbows and extend. Hips stay up for this. Starting to really get in the backs of those legs. It's really about the stabilization of your pelvis. And shoulders drop, anchor those armpits. 2 more. And then we're going to add a little motion. So now as your arms come back behind you, your hips will drop. And then flat back, press it up as you extend the arms. And it goes down and lift. And this is lighter weights when we're doing this one. I think normally in other workouts this is done with heavier, but this is just a chance for you to really feel what's happening in your body, to take more body weight on this. So really anchoring those heels down, anchoring your armpits for 3, and lift for 2. 1. Good. We're going to start to lower the arms down. Keep your hips up. Round your spine all the way and bring your arms back, touching the floor. Lower the arms down. If your low back hurts at all, just drop your weights. Tuck your hips. Really pull in your glutes. Bring it back behind. 2 more. Really tuck that pelvis. Lift back. 1 more. Really tuck and reach back. And then as the arms are back, you'll round all the way through the sternum. Feel that melting sensation as you lower it down. And let's bring the knees into your chest. Really getting that rounded spine. We're going to rock yourself all the way up to a seated position. And then taking your hands under your knees. The feet are a little away from you. And you're going to curl your spine. So right away, you want to make this C shape, capital C with your back. Shoulders press away from ears and start to extend your arms. You'll start to curl back. And once you feel like you can't go anymore, instead of shrugging, pull the belly button deeper. And then come all the way back up, nose to your knees. Keep that C curve. You'll round it back. And this should feel like a nice sensation to just open up the spine, open up the back, and then at the last moment, pull the belly button deeper. And again, curling down. Pull the belly button to spine. Can you get that lower back rounded even more? And for the last 2, just try to take the weight out of your hands. So you're not gripping for dear life, but you're going to put a little more weight into the core strength as you deepen it. And come up. Last time here. Pull into those abdominals. Maybe you're letting your arms go a little more. Get low and come up. And then simultaneously, you're going to start to extend the legs out, reaching forward and curl, tuck under to go back. Take a moment there to just shake out the legs. If you're feeling not so strong today, need support, grab your weights for the roll up, and it can add a nice level of help so that you can make this seamless. So you're going to start to bring your arms forward with your weights. Chin to chest, curl up, and reach up and over your toes. Take this stretch for a moment, allowing that back to really open up. And then keep reaching as you round back. Shoulders drop, tuck the pelvis, and come all the way back down. Now if you want to try it without your weights, or keep them if that felt good. You'll bring the arms up, inhale, exhale, chin to chest, deepen your heels, find that C curve in your belly, reach up and over. Rounding back down, keep reaching. And we'll do 2 more there. Curling through and lift and reach. All the way over. Round it back. 1 more, trying to create that seamless roll up. You're coming all the way back down and bringing your arms by your sides. Now let's start with a little bend of the knees, just slightly bend. Right leg will come up. Arms are in this V shape by your sides. We're going to turn out that leg You'll point those toes and you'll cross into your opposite shoulder. And now circle it around and stop at the top. We go in, around, and stop. So it's this half leg circle here. Pulling down with that belly button. And you're anchoring that other foot into the mat. Especially if this leg is turned out, you should start to feel it in your inner thigh. Anchoring abdominals, reverse. You'll go out, around and up, and this is a little momentum. And we'll just do 3, and 2, and 1. And let's bend the knee, grab onto the shin, grab it in towards you. Stretching your other leg out and just take your hands, interlace them around that thigh. Flexing the foot and point through the toes. Keep it close to you so you're really getting a stretch. 2 more there. And start to make a circle with that ankle. And reverse. Keep it close. And send it all the way down. Drawing the knees in. Extend your left leg up. Anchoring that right leg down. Turn out the left. We cross into that opposite shoulder. Around and up. So you're making a circle. And you're anchoring that right leg down. The idea here is that your core is pulling the leg back up. For 2, and 1. Reverse, going out, around and up. Just 2 more there. Right foot anchors. Bend the knee and take the stretch. And then we'll interlace the fingers underneath the thigh. Extend the right leg out. Really flex your foot. Keep that leg close to you. And then point through all toes. Try to stretch the knee. Flex the heel to the ceiling. And point through the top of the foot. 1 more time. Start to go into the circle of your ankle. And really try to get through all toes. Try to hear them crack. Keeping that leg close. And reverse. Big circle. And then draw the knees into your chest. Grab behind the thighs and lift it all the way up. And now we'll grab onto your ankles, making this tight ball-like shape. You're just going to lift your legs up and hold the balance. Drawing those shoulders down, you're looking at the belly button. You're just going to rock back an inch, hold the balance. Your abs will catch you and you'll rock a little bit forward. Rock it back, pull in, and back to neutral. Keeping those feet lifted. Maybe you'll do 3. Pull through that low belly. Maybe take a risk, go a little bit further. For 2. Rock back 1, and then we'll go all the way back. Rock it up and balance. Keeping the feet lifted. Trying to stay tight in that ball shape. Making that capital C with the spine. For 3. Shins really pressing against your hands. 2. and 1. And holding that shape, you're gonna slowly roll it down to the edge of your shoulders as best you can, and then take your left leg out. Pull in that right knee and switch. Grabbing long with that opposite ankle. And then from that position, the leg is nice and at a diagonal, so you're not too far down with that leg. Try to pull the glutes together. And glutes. So it gives you an extra little lift through the lower abdominal region and pelvic floor. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Both arms in, lower the head down. Take a big inhale there. Exhale, coming back up. Everything will reach out straight. Hold, pull the belly in, and bring it back. Everything reaches out straight, and pull it back. This time we add on. Everything reaches out straight, hold. Bring your arms up, hold. Circle them around and come in. Higher with that upper body. Everything goes out, hold. Lift the arms up, hold. Pull in the belly button and circle around. One more time. Everything goes out and lift up and circle it around. Grab onto your knees. You're gonna come back up. This time we'll grab behind your right leg. And if you're feeling not so flexible today, just grab behind the right calf. Right thigh. Otherwise, grab behind your right calf. You'll pull it in 2 times and switch. Pull it in twice. That second time gets a little closer to your body. Think about still holding on to your glutes as you switch. It's going to help you get into those low abs. Second, pull closer. Use your arm strength. 2 more. Bring the knees in, lower that head. Inhale here. Take your arms behind the base of your skull and lifting them up. We'll take your legs up to the ceiling. Heels together, toes apart. Start to lower the legs down, support the head. For 3, 2, 1, anchor and lift. Remember those glutes, pull into them. They're strong as you come up. And strong coming down. It makes you pull in and in. 3 more. Look at your belly button. Is it pulling into the mat? Last one. You go for a twist. Now we're going to hold this twist. Go back with that back elbow. Twist your sternum. And switch. Reach with that back elbow. Anchor that opposite hip down. And switch. Reach. As if someone's wringing out your body like a wet towel. And switch. Getting a little higher. 2 more. Reach. And then take the knees into the chest. Pull it in tight. We're just going to reach your legs down and turn around onto your stomach there. So legs will be slightly apart. You'll take your arms to the mat. And now you're just going to lift up with that upper back. So getting a little bit of extension. And then bend the elbows, come back down. So tucking the hips and glutes, you're just reaching it up. Stretching out the front body. And return. 2 more. Reach and go back. Your spine will feel nice and lengthened, stretched out after this. Creating some more space. And now we'll stay down here. I'm gonna take your hands and just bring them underneath your forehead. Your legs will be completely together, and I'll just talk you through this so you don't need to look up. You'll tuck your hips under you as much as you can so that you feel your low back lengthened and your belly button pulls into the stomach. Just lifting up the right leg. You might not go very far because we want to keep those hips anchored. It's straight, and then you lower it down. Lifting up the left leg, it stays straight, toes pointed. Head nice and heavy on your hands to lower. Lifting up the right. And return. Imagine someone pulling your toes away from your body. And you're resisting them. So you're tucking under. And can you take all tension out of your shoulders? One more each side. And now heels together, toes apart. Tuck your pelvis an inch more, under you. Lift the legs up, straight legs. And lower. Like a long mermaid tail, lift it up, tuck the pelvis. As if someone can slide their hand under your lower belly. That's how much you're tucking. 2 more. On this next one, you'll hold up the legs, little beats out and in. So they separate and then come together. For 8, 7, 6, 5. Lift them up. 3, 2, 1. Take it down. Let's take the hands to the mat, stretch it out for a little child's pose, and really round your back. We'll come to your hands and knees. And now you're just gonna curl your spine under you and open it out. So this is where we really get to feel the work we've done in the spine. Curling under, reach. 2 more there, taking that, what you need there in that position. And then we'll grab onto one of your weights. So let's take it in the right hand. You'll send your right hand and left leg out. Palms facing into the center. You're going to curl them together. Pull through the belly button and extend it back out. And curl together. And extend. Finding the knee, really reaching in so that we can feel this in the middle. Into that left oblique. 2 more. In and out. And now palm faces the floor. You're going to bend your right elbow, bend your left knee, and extend. You go out to the sides. Side. And extend. And pull into the side. Knee and elbow. Reach it out. For 2. And 1. Then lower the weight down. You're going to take your right forearm to the mat. And now you're coming up in the shape. So you're turning out those hips. You're going to start to just pulse that left leg up. Lift. Weight is in the forearm. And your hips are nice and open. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Little circles with that left leg. Finding the glutes meeting together. And reverse. Accent up, keep it lifted. You'll start to bring it all the way side. Tap it down, lift it up like a rainbow, up and back. We go all the way side, tap, lift it up and back. For 3, and up. For 2. Last one. Taking it in and stretch it over to the right side. We'll start to go to the other side. So you'll take it into that left hand with your weight. Right leg back. Palms face the center, or palm faces the center of your body. Holding that position, pulling through the belly button. You'll curl, touch, and extend. That right arm can just have a soft bend of it. And extend. Pull in and reach. Two more there. Holding it out. Palm faces the floor. Now you'll bend to the sides and extend. And bend it side. And reach. Getting into that right oblique. That right hand is right underneath the shoulder. For 3. And out. For 2. 1. Start to lower that weight down. Take it to the left forearm and you just rotate the hips so they're nice and open now. That right leg is as high as you can get it. Shifting the weight into your left forearm and just pulse it up. Nice long leg there. Finding those glute muscles reach together. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, into little circles. Accent it up, so don't let it dip down. You'll notice if it starts to dip. Keep it up. And reverse. For 3, 2, 1. Hold it up. You're going to bring it all the way side. Tap it down. Lift it up and go back behind you. I'm just going to turn so you can see if you need to. You reach it all the way down, all the way up. And these are nice and slow, so you can really feel it. Reach it up. 2 more. Using the weight. When that leg becomes nice and heavy, that's when you really use your core. And take it all the way in. Send it down, reach to that left side. You're going to find a forearm plank. So you'll take whatever feels best. You can take your arms in front of you or interlace your fingers. And you'll just send the heels high to the ceiling, flex the toes. You'll start to just rock yourself forward, rock yourself back. Your pelvis is scooped under you. And really flexing the feet each time. For 4, and 3, Flex, that's the important part. 2, 1. Send the knees down, round your spine, reach it back. Bringing the nose to knees. We'll come back onto your stomach. Bringing the hands under your forehead. And now you'll lift your legs up behind you. You'll bend your knees, and the feet are together and knees apart. So knees are to the corners of your mat. You're gonna really press your forehead down and just try to lift your hips. Bring your hips down and lift your knees up. So you're doing a little high five with your feet to the ceiling. Reach up. If your low back hurts, bring your forehead closer to the ground by just separating your hands into a little bit more of a diamond shape. Or all the way to the mat with your forehead and your arms are just by your head. Tuck your pelvis more. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good, you're gonna bring your legs together, reaching the arms in front of you. So now you're in a little bit of an extension with your back. You'll take your right arm high, left leg high, and lower, and lift, and lower. Reach up, and up. For 4, 3, get longer in that shape. 2, start to go into the swimming. So you let go of the mat, nice and quick, opposite arm, opposite leg. For 8, 7, 6, 5, shoulders drop. For 2 and 1. Send it back, reach it. And up and over. Let's tuck your toes, finding a little downward dog shape. Just to get a little stretch in the back of the legs. So just start to bend and stretch your knee. And switching between them. And then keeping both heels on the mat, really stretch the body out. Pulling the shoulder blades together, find those heels down. And then as you come down, you're gonna come to the side of your left hip. So facing this way, in whatever direction you're in, you're on this side. This is our last final little stretch of effort here. So you're gonna take your right foot in front of the left. The arm is at a diagonal here. You'll press into the sides of your feet and you're gonna lift up into this side bend. We'll reach that right arm up and over your head and then little pulses into that side waist. Reach it up, making a rainbow. For 4, 3, 2, hold it up. You start to bring it down. Don't let that shoulder creep up and you reach it back up. You start to bring it down. You hover off the mat and reach. Just 2 more. Maybe you can get a little lower. And up, press to the sides of your feet. 1 more time. You'll start to come down. You can bend your knees. Take a seat, and then reach up and over, grab onto the ankles. From that shape, grab the front of your knees and twist a little bit more. And now let's go into that other side. So you'll be on the sides of your legs, left foot in front, Right arm is at a diagonal. You press into the sides of the feet, lift up, make that rainbow shape. Start to pulse into the side waist. For 4, 3, 2, 1. You start to come down with the hips. Don't let that shoulder creep. Reach it back up. You have 3 more. Coming down. Maybe you can dip a little lower. Reach it back up. Press to the sides of your feet. For 2, pull in and lift. Last one, making it your best. Reaching it up. Bending your knees to come down. Lower the hips. Reach it up and over. Big, awkward stretch here, but you're gonna feel amazing. Taking that left hand, grab your knees and just twist. Big breath out. Just taking the feet together, finding butterfly shape. And just shaking the knees out to the sides. Finding a stillness, bring your nose to your feet. Big exhale as you round all the way up. And yay for